Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Andrew Can, together WeKanGame. In the last episode of Can Play the Stanley Parable, we made our way into the Broom Closet, and in this episode, I guess we'll finally leave. I have to say the Broom Closet ending was totally the best ending. Let's move forward. I'm kind of curious, will he say anything if I go back in? No, it doesn't seem so. I was kind of hoping. Alright, let's actually move forward. The Broom Closet was definitely fun. Okay, so let's see.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, but there's also downstairs. Should I go down? Should I go up? Well, to be fair, I started this entire path listening to the narrator, so I guess I'll continue forward. Keep going. Whoa. Oh my god. What is this? Executive bathroom. Yes. Can I not open it? Is it not open? Damn it. Kind of open. Ooh, what about now? No, I tried. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Nothing. Can I? Doesn't seem I can go that way. What about this side? What is this? Business time. Wow. Oh, that's not possible either. Oh, well, it was worth a shot. Let's go in here, I guess.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
That's
Shocked,
the thumbnail for the
unraveled,
game.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay, where's the keypad? Behind the boss's desk. Oh, okay, I'm dumb. 2845.
Yet incredibly, instead of pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
I freaking love
Stepped
this
into
narrator.
the newly opened passageway.
I kind of want to see what this says. What does it say? I am the most expensive boss. Wow. What does this one say? Sewage lines by Claude Money. And what is this last one? Carte Blanc at Mount Blanc. Okay, that makes sense. I like the piano and I just like the overall look of this room. No, I guess we'll go through here. I love how there's freaking actual siding and stuff here and insulation. Like, what the hell? It's so funny to me. It's just a nice minor detail, the fact that there's insulation, there's the fans. There's this way. Oh, it's a dark corner. Shut up! Okay, let's go downstairs. We're going down, down in the Stanley Parable. And Stanley, we're going down singing. I actually know it's swinging. Oh god. Loading. A lot of you were like, is this the first Parable 2? Because I've never played this game, I don't know. Loading. Keep going.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I feel a bit
It was a
peculiar.
stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Good
This
question.
would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What is this? If light is on, call extension 914 immediately. Okay, how do I call extension 914? Wait. Do I go to mind control facility? Do I escape? Let's see.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Never mind. Let's see.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
But wait. I don't know. Sometimes
Nope,
trusting narrators
still on
good.
board with death.
Oh shit. It doesn't look like it's gonna lead to my death. But
The
let's
door
see.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh hell no. That last time I took a fall, it killed me. I'm going back. I love the narrator though. He's what's keeping this game interesting for me. This game that is not a game, but is a game. But I wonder what's in the mind control facility. I mean, besides the obvious soundingness of it, there can be some things I don't even know. So let's go through here. See if he says anything. Mind control facility. I guess we'll go in here. What is this? Can I crouch? Let's try shift. No. Control. Ah, there we go. Interviewing and interrogation techniques. Oh, what are these? The Pale Bride. Words. General questions about blocker filling. Recommendations from the Oversight Committee, January 18, 1991. I was right. This was 90s based. But I guess we'll click the light.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
Holy
television screens.
shit.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do we? Huh, I wonder if I can get up there. Okay. Let's keep moving forward, I guess. Employee observation protocol. Seems kind of more of the same, more random numbers. Oh, there it is. Looks like a camera.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature
Holy
revealed.
shit. Oh, there we
Each
are.
bore the number of an
Employee
in the
427.
building, Stanley's co-workers.
Oh god,
the
this
lives
is
of so many
creepy.
individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored
does
in
that
this
say?
place where freedom meant nothing.
This is weird. Like, they're just monitoring us, whoever runs this place. That is really unsettling. But there's our office. 427. Oh, God. Wait. 104 was fired? There's 420 up there. This room is really bizarre. How many employees are there? 600. One was fired. 601 was fired. Damn. Can't go that way. Nothing really of interest. They're just blank office rooms that keep going back and forth between the employee number. The hell does this button represent? It's a box.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had
Well,
Stanley really been
it's right in front of
someone's
us.
Control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Well, he is kind of under my control. Whoops. Shit. Kind of nervous.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Yeah,
It was
never.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Well,
Had
actually,
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I mean, I guess he could. What is
Here was
this?
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And
Mind
as the
control
cold
style.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What does that giant red button do? Generally speaking, that's the off button. Or not. Mind control status offline. And then there's just a button with the number 5 on it. I'm guessing this is it. Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Do I turn it off? Turn it on. Well, kind of am curious if I turn it on. Wait, danger, electric shock risk. What happens if I try walking out? Narrator comment on anything? Apparently not. Go ahead and turn it off. Hello?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yeah, I can agree.
Was it over?
Possibly.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Wow.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
So this is real, isn't it? Not a trick?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon
Wow.
his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Wow, is this the finale already? That's kind of short. Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. Well then, it's the finale. But that, it was so short. And it's taking a while to load here. Okay. But wait a minute. We're back here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait a second,
Stanley
what?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I don't remember this was on. Can I interact with... Oh, shit, turned it off. Okay. Seems to be the same exact thing. Turn this off, I guess. What? Awaiting input. Input received. Okay. This seems to have not been an ending? Well, I mean, that was an ending, but I think I understand the parable. This game is about finding endings, isn't it? I mean, it makes sense. The Broom Closet ending, the fact that it ended when we killed ourselves, the fact that it ended when we found freedom. So I'm guessing this is just a game about finding endings.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I kind of want to see what the Broom Closet has in store. Okay, the meeting room again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
See.
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Oh God. Will he actually be patient? I'm curious. Oh, he is actually, isn't he? The last time we went up, I guess time to go down.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Or we descended down. Because last time we went upstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Right.
All because he believed everyone had vanished?
Wait a
His
second.
boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Didn't we
All
just
of my
go
co-workers
through
blinking
this?
mysteriously out of existence in a single
Yeah,
moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Yeah, like we're going in
For
circles.
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Wait.
The doors closed behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Yeah,
No,
that's the
Stanley
one
said
I
to himself,
noticed.
this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled.
I'm
This
dreaming,
is all
yeah.
a dream. Oh,
Sure.
what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so
Holy
much
shit.
fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
And
Why
that is?
is there a voice in my head telling everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
I actually
I'm
did
dreaming
question
about
that.
a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
God.
And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was,
I'll try
of
to go and
course,
they throw it again.
this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Wow.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
I
So
am?
he closed his eyes gently,
Oh God.
and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
Actually, I'm closing my eyes. This
Fresh
is
air of the
relaxing.
world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife.
My
and
wife?
my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
I don't know if that's true.
I am okay.
I don't know. I don't believe that. Oh, dear Lord.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
Oh,
just
shit.
someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Okay, this is getting weird and odd.
And everything went black.
Oh, shit. That actually scared me. I know he said that, but...
This
Yeah.
is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait a minute. Are we going to be focusing on someone else
Mariella
now?
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh, God.
But on this particular day, her walk was
That's us.
interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Uh-oh.
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
I don't blame her for running. Oh, God, no. Here we are again. Okay. I think that's going to be it for this episode. That's going to be it for today. Let me know. What did you think of that open world and the look of the future and the outside, turning off the mind control and the idea of that? What do you think about Mariella and her essentially leaving Stanley there dead and the whole dream sequence? I'm curious. That's going to be it for today. That's going to be it. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. As always, I hope you have a great day.
About this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the Broom Closet ending?" Broom Closet ending. I hope your friends find this concerning.
Guys, did you get the Broom Closet ending? The Broom Closet ending was my favorite.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.